So let's run through coordinating a quarter squat. So the main reason I'll prescribe this exercise is just to help people control that landing phase if you're running or whatever it is you're doing. So we don't need to go down very far. All we're trying to do here is just to coordinate what your knee and your hip are doing. So we stand on one leg and you're just trying to stop your knee rolling in, your ankle collapsing. So we're just coming down just a short little range, just like that. A really good trick to use with this is actually to imagine your pelvis as a platform. So you're not going to let that platform rock from side to side at all. The other thing is imagine headlights in through the front of your hips, and you're not going to rotate through your pelvis. Really, your knee just goes to where your hip and your ankle make it go. So if you control through your pelvis and have your focus on what your whole body is doing, your knee will go to where it needs to be. So it's just like that, a short little range. And it certainly is a tricky one to coordinate. I'm hoping that some of you are plenty better at this than I am. So I like to place my hands here because it's that kind of idea of not to let your headlights rotate. And as you see, sometimes it just takes a little bit to get that coordination right. I'll show you from the side. So we're just standing on one leg and just coming down that short little range. You can do with your hands what you want, and you can put your foot where you want as well. It doesn't really matter. One thing I do try and get people to think about though is to try to avoid just a pure knee forward movement. Try to stick your bum back into it a little bit as well. Just brings in more muscles than just your quaddies. So that's all knee. Let's try get a little bit of knee and a little bit of hip as well. It's a really good exercise, guys. So practice it and practice it and practice it. We're going for quality here, not quantity. I'll set the sets and reps to say do 20 in a row, do 3 sets on each leg. But what I think is far more important is that you get that coordination right.